Hello, hello, and good morning to all. It is Wednesday, June 15th, 5:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, or at least this is the release of the episode for this morning. And today we're going to be talking about how to get back on track. Say if you feel things in life has begun to pile up. When it rains, it pours, keeps things stay persistent. New things that are getting in, nuisances such as problems maybe at work, maybe at home. Either way, this compiling effect while we're moving and making a lot of changes, or change feels like it's out of our control and it's at an extremely fast pace. My point being, we feel like we're off track. Today, I'm going to go over some tips, some points real quickly on how we can get back on track. A nice article that I found I was reading, I wanted to share with you guys today. As if I'm being blatantly honest, even for myself, feeling a little off track. We've been traveling a lot, trying to make the most of our adventures while getting stuff done for work, finding the balance in that. A lot of that's newer to me, and there's a learning curve to this stuff. So I forgive myself for sometimes feeling down a little bit about maybe not being happy with the growth of my business, not being disconnected enough and really enjoying the amazing adventures that we've been having to have, because I can't stop thinking about things at work that I could be doing, or this line of thinking we all fall into of being there, not here in the moment. And hopefully a lot of these, and taking action, taking action towards your goals and what it is you want to do, I found to be the best way to alleviate that anxiety, the stress, the feeling of being a little lost. So if this happens, then it's totally normal. And that's the comforting side of it, to a degree, that we all feel this way and it's okay to feel this way. If you're a person who wants to grow, who wants to take advantage of the resources, they want to make enough, grow enough to help really give back to the people they care about, well, I'm hoping these tips and tricks can help just do that. Because the focus of this show, as we sit in our own seats and we think in our own situations of the things that tend to get us off track, how can we take these in and apply them for ourselves to get back on track, to help ourselves improve so we can be the best person possible for the people, the experiences that life has to really offer, being the best we can. And it's all about growth. And if you're facing something hard today, don't be scared to forgive yourself. Don't be scared to let yourself know that life isn't as serious as we tend to make it to be, and being very careful and delicate with being too hard on ourselves when we get off track. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some of the tips, shares, and good knowledge that we've kind of gained from this one particular article. Crazy looking screen. Now we're over to the article. Okay. Some self-improvement tips, strategies. Number one, setting goals for yourself. This is probably a reminder. We talk about this all the time. Just setting some simple goals for yourself. Maybe just writing out one goal that it is you want to get over the next week. One goal it is you want to get over the next 30 days. One goal you would like to see over the next 3 months. Having something to strive for can not only be really exciting, but it can help align our focus. A lot of our stress can come from, or feeling like we're not on track, comes from not knowing what to do next. And how do we handle this? How do we go about this? And a lot of times, if we can just get really clear and we can get focused on what it is we truly want, it can help alleviate a lot of that stress, help us get back on track, and at least narrow it down of what the hell to do next. Because I'm sure that's how I feel a lot. I'm sure many of us think the same in that regard, of when we feel on track, when we don't feel on track, we just simply are not sure what to do next. And that uncertainty of, I value growth and I value learning, I value helping people, but I don't know what to do next. So you can kind of see how the disconnect and the void in between that can kind of cause us to feel like we're off track. So if you're feeling off track, tip number one, setting a goal for yourself. Maybe it's health, maybe it's your business, maybe it's your relationships. Moving on. Number two, the second tip to help you get back on track, surround yourself with people who want to see you do well. Something in particular that I've helped me get back on track is I usually, for the coaching company, and specifically I'm helping real estate agents really build a solid relationship with themselves, focus on personal improvement so they can help other people. And just talking to more real estate agents, hanging around more managing brokers who manage these people, or just talking to more coaches in general, people who have done what it is that I want to do. And they've faced many of the problems that I'm facing, including the ones of possibly feeling like I'm not on track right now. So you yourself can ask, who could I surround myself with who would help me better understand what it is that I want to do, better understand of what it is I can do. I mean, if we're talking, say, if you're in a particular industry, such as a teacher, and you just go and you're talking to other teachers about what it is that you're handling, you're doing, how you're going about it, this can be very helpful on what to do next. Maybe it can help you with our other tip, setting a goal for yourself, getting an idea of what a goal could be, what you want it to be, what is possible. So getting in that brainstorming session and understanding who you spend a lot of your time with has a huge impact on what you really do with your time. If you're surrounded by a bunch of people who've started a business in a certain industry, I'd imagine you'd be a lot more compelled, or at least this is personal experience speaking, a lot more compelled to go try and do and apply the things that they've done, they've tried, see what's working, what's not working, what matches you and your style, and can be very motivating versus maybe possibly groups and friends who aren't really driven towards the evolution, the path that you are wanting to choose. And you can see how if people value a certain thing, maybe such as going out, living life, living late, spending a lot of money on drinks, going out to bars, exciting events like that, if that's not in alignment with your goals right now, just be careful. You can go hang out with these types of people and you can have a good time. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if you feel like you're off track. When your track and your path includes a very certain process and application of skills and tasks, and you're hanging around people who don't do any of those tasks, then you can kind of see how it makes it a lot more harder to be self-motivated, because self-motivation is very tough. A lot of times we need discipline and accountability from other people to help stay on track when the times do get tough and we feel like we're off track. So surrounding yourself with people who do what you want to see doing well. Next, evaluate what isn't working and eliminate those habits. Maybe this could be habits of smoking a little too much, drinking a little too much, maybe watching television. There's this one television show. It's Hannibal. It's based off of Hannibal Lecter when he was younger and this and that. He's a psychiatrist. It's kind of a deep. For some reason, I'm really attracted to that style of show. But when I'm watching these shows, I'm watching them for a couple hours at a time because we end up watching more than one episode. You know the drill. And it sucks up a lot of time. And then I'm not reading stuff on how to help improve my real estate company. I'm not learning more stuff about how to grow my coaching business. I'm not like living life with my partner, with my family, and kind of being engaged in the moment, the stuff that I really value. So when you're watching this stuff, especially, I mean, this show is blood and gore. It's pretty intense. It happens to be the television I prefer, fortunately, unfortunately, right? And just understanding, or at least writing out a few habits that you're not sure are on track with what it is you want to do. Maybe writing out a few bad habits of things you think are holding you back a little bit. Or to the point of the show for today's episode, writing out a few habits that are forcing you to not be on track, to feel like you're off track, to feel like something's off. Are the we usually our actions, our results are based off of our habits. So understanding healthy habits, unhealthy habits, and the balance in between the two. I'm not saying you can never watch a TV show again and feel good about life. You totally can. It's just be careful with content consumption and stuff like that, especially here in beautiful United States where they let us do, if you want to watch, if you want to drink, if you want to, they'll let you do it till the cows come home as much as you want. And I love the free will of it, but it's also a slippery slope because we can tend to. I know this habit, such as TV, this habit is taking away from things that I want to be doing that would help me feel like I'm on better track with my goals, with everything I want to do in life. And the separation makes me feel like crap because I'm watching the show and I'm not doing the things I want to be doing. And now I feel like crap. So now I'm just going to keep watching TV because it'll at least occupy my mind and take my mind off of it, a distraction. So just being very well aware of these things and find the balance that works for you. Again, you can have a few snacks, you can have a few beers, you can watch a few episodes and live a fulfilling, rich life. It's just be careful because these things are built and they're made for you to consume as much as possible. I mean, it's profitable companies, whether it's Netflix, whether it's tobacco companies, whether it's alcohol companies, like they're making their stuff so you consume it more. And that makes sense. And I don't blame them for doing that. It's our job as it, maybe it's not our job. We're not going to get into that topic, but it is our responsibility for how we function and work. It is our responsibility to come to an awareness of our consumption, of our habits, and placing it what helps. And getting a few positive habits in place can really build up that confidence and that self-esteem to help us feel like we're back on track. Learning a new activity or skill. Man, this can be incredibly exciting. It can be whatever it is you want to, whether it's, say, in your particular business as a business owner, maybe there's a new tactic, a new style, such as with some of my real estate clients focusing on maybe a new niche, a new neighborhood, or something new, something exciting. Or maybe if it's not even about that on your creativity side, maybe you want to make an acrylic painting. Try painting for once. Tried painting the other day with my girlfriend, totally sucked at it. But at the end of the day, it was really cool to learn about and kind of see of other escapes, or kind of maybe picking up an instrument, playing the piano, or something healthy that you think is in alignment with something that would excite you, improve your skills, and feel like you're getting back on track with what it is you want to do. So learning a new skill, tip number 4. Tip number 5, eat healthy and hydrate daily. We just did an episode yesterday on Athletic Greens, a supplement to help get vitamins and minerals, probiotics, help with digestion and energy, and all that good stuff that supplements are supposed to help with. So eating healthy, consuming good foods, such as for breakfast, had eggs, a couple vegetables, and a banana. That meal works really well for me. It makes me feel really good. And the hydrate daily, man, it's so funny that I feel tired and then I just drink a decent amount of water and then I feel pretty good. So asking yourself, am I even drinking enough water? Do I need to drink more water? Water is doing everything from helping things flow through your guts to making your skin look beautiful. We are mostly water. So just understanding that, maybe this is a good little reminder that we need to drink enough water today to feel good so we can feel like we're on track and have the proper energy to do the things that we're talking about, like building new relationships, with surrounding yourself with the right people, or building enough confidence to eliminate bad habits, having the energy and focus to learn a new skill. So hydrating daily could be your ticket to feeling better and getting back on track. Next, having compassion for others. Well, for yourself and for others. First off, we talked about like having a few bad habits, feeling like you're off track. It's okay to forgive yourself. You are here, you are right now, you are you. And it can be heavy when we talk about like you are fully responsible for fixing your life and making it as best as possible. That can feel a little heavy. But just having some more compassion in general in your life for yourself, compassion to pick yourself up, to forgive yourself, to kind of understand like there's a lot of things I can't control, like where I was born, what I look like, all of these huge major factors that form an identity crisis with everything that's going on, making us feel like we're not good enough. Well, having compassion for yourself and knowing that you are a beautiful human being, you are enough, you are loved, and then expressing that not only for yourself, but for other people. Maybe when we're setting our goals for ourselves, that includes the people we care about most. Who are we doing this for? Or when we're in an engaging situation, such as a friend cancels plans or something comes up, and just having a little more compassion and empathy for them because we just don't really know their situation. Words can't even do justice to describing ourselves, let alone other people in other situations. So just having a little compassion for those people, for giving them the benefit of the doubt and kind of surrendering to that, and understanding that compassion for others can be rocket fuel for making us feel good about what it is we do, how we do it, and how we go about it. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Clean your space regularly. This is a good one. As I've been traveling quite a bit more lately, my physical space has been pretty cluttered and kind of a little chaotic more than I'd like to admit. And that could be a piece of why I'm a little more stressed out at work right now and why I'm really trying to figure out a few things on action plans and also feeling good about these action plans and feeling like I am on the right track. So cleaning your space regularly, making it functionable, maybe this next Sunday, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. The first step is just clean up your office and sit in there and work for 10 minutes. Clean up the space you want to work in and just work for 10 minutes. Get started. Just get started on something in a nice, clean space and see if that helps. A lot of times, every time I clean a room or our office at home that I'm excited to get back to, every time I clean it up, get it all situated, perfect, set up for the show in the right way. I have my additional cameras up. I have my whiteboard set up, all cleaned up. The office, the books, and the paperwork are all filed nicely and neatly. I feel sharper. I feel more confident. And maybe that could be something we could apply for ourselves, is cleaning up the space and just get started in that space and see if that workspace works for you. Because it's your work. It's your time. Try and enjoy it as much as possible. And lastly, get active. Whenever we're feeling off track, whenever feeling bad about what is going on, physical activity has been there for me through and through. Alleviating stress, getting movement, building confidence, reminding myself that how important and grateful I am for what it is I have, getting active, like knowing like, holy shit, I can actually use my legs, my arms, my back, my body, my full body to do fun movements that I really enjoy, and the improvement and the just the physical exertion of energy tends to have this like effect for humans that I can't explain much deeper beyond that. But try it for yourself. You're feeling off track, maybe setting a health goal, drinking more water and doing 30 minutes of cardio, something along those lines to help improve yourself, to feel like Maybe I could just get back on track by starting today for a couple minutes, tomorrow for a couple minutes, something along those lines. Getting active, getting physically active, moving, feeling, breathing can be great ways to get back on track. So we've kind of gone over we've gone over 8 tips, self-improvement tips. I hope they found these helpful for you guys as a wrap up for a highlight for our 1-minute video for an additional post, going through it really quickly. Setting goals for yourself. Surround yourself with people who you want to see do well. Evaluate what isn't working and eliminate those habits. Learning a new skill. Eating healthy. Making sure we're drinking enough water. Cheers. Let's drink some water right now. Already feel better. Woo! Have compassion for yourself and for others. Don't be scared to forgive yourself. You're on the right track. We just need a few more things in place, and we're going to work on it. Life's not as serious as we make it out to be. Clean your space and get physically active. If we can apply these things, maybe these tips, tricks could be the key for you to feel like you're getting back on track. I know I'm going to be applying a lot of these things, and hopefully we can continue to go over them together as we all strive to become the best version of ourselves, so we can be there, have real relationships with the people we care and love for and want to make an impact on. Because ultimately, I'd argue that's one of the greatest things that you can do is you can get really good at something. You can bring a lot of value to people. You can help them and make a real difference. So let's improve ourselves. We're on it. We're up. We're watching it this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in, as we will be tuning back in live Thursday, June 16th. We'll be back 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, as I'll be back in Illinois. So we'll be back in the Midwest for our next show following the next day, as we're kind of traveling today. But as always, stay on it. Keep improving ourselves one step at a time. We got this. Here for you in any way I can. If you know someone who could improve from my coaching, working with me directly one-on-one to help improve that relationship with themselves, to go through a lot of fun, setting goals, getting a list of your values, understanding your purpose. Why are you doing what you're doing? If you know someone who could benefit from going through that type of process, please turn them over to talktotanner.com. You can always message me directly on social media and book a free coaching call, and we can at least just explore the options. I'm here to help 100 million people before I go 6 feet under into the grave. So we got a lot of work to do, but one day at a time, right? So keep chipping away at it, and we'll be back June 14th at 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you guys all so much, and cheers. Have a great day. Keep busting ass, and don't forget to smile. Until next time. Oh, I forgot to end my screen share. Woo. All right. Now we're out. Have a great day, everyone. Love y'all.